This short video briefing has been prepared for the City of Eden's elected and appointed officials and covers the update to the Jerome County Multi-Jurisdiction All-Hazard Mitigation Plan. This is the 5-year update of the plan as required by the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The update process is illustrated in this slide. Please note the light green areas which are being completed using electronic participation. One of the requirements is that we communicate the risk and vulnerability to public and elected officials, which we are doing through this video. This video is being prepared in hopes that we get a wider viewing audience and that we take less time in your regularly scheduled council meetings. The risk analysis process is based on the determination of the hazardous event return interval. This is an illustration of how the return interval is determined. To determine the return interval, we examine the number of events which have occurred over a recorded period of time. For this particular example, we note that there are 17 events which occurred over a record of 23 years. When we compare that the number of events to the years, we're able to calculate the probability of a reoccurrence. And in this case, it's 73.9% probability that the hazardous event will reoccur. To determine the amount of time between reoccurrences, then we look at the inverse of the probability, which gives us a reoccurrence interval of 1.35 years. Once we have determined the occurrence interval and the probability, we score the hazards based on 5 specific criteria. Historical occurrences, which looks at the number of occurrences, which we've just described, over a recorded period of time, hopefully 50 years or greater if possible. The probability is determined based on the frequency of the occurrence and the return interval as we've just described. The vulnerability is determined by examining the impact on people and property, and also the impact upon the geography of a specific jurisdiction or the geographical area which is impacted. Magnitude examines the number of injuries or illnesses, loss of life, damage to property, or economic interruption of services and businesses. Once each of the hazards have been examined, we score them in a table similar to this one. We list the 5 categories across the top and the hazards down the left side. We score each of those categories for each hazard, total the score, and to determine if the hazard has a high ranking, a medium ranking, or a low ranking. Please note that a similar table has been prepared for the City of Eden. The hazards that were examined as part of the Jerome County All-Hazard Mitigation Plan update include drought, severe weather with 5 subcategories of extreme heat, lightning, hail, tornado, and straight-line wind, severe winter weather, which includes the categories of extreme cold and severe winter storms or blizzards, flooding, which includes flash flooding, river flooding, and dam failure, geologic, which includes earthquake, and in some communities landslides and snow avalanches, but not in Jerome County, wildfires, biological, which this year has 4 specific categories in Jerome County, burrowing rodents, which has been added because of the severe outbreak of pocket gophers in south central and southeastern Idaho, which is causing damage to canal infrastructures, vector-borne diseases such as West Nile virus, livestock diseases which impact the dairy industry, which is of special concern to Jerome County, and communicable diseases or human-borne diseases. We also look at technological or man-made hazards, including structure fire, hazardous materials, civil disobedience, and terrorism. The City of Eden is a relatively safe place to be. We show that there is a potential wildfire interface between the areas to the north and east of Eden. Note this hashed area is the area that's been determined as a wildland urban buffer. Note that that is 1 mile from public lands to the community boundary. Eden does have a small floodplain again to the north and east of the city, along as illustrated here. Flooding, however, in the city has not been a recorded issue. The hazard ranking then for Eden, which illustrates that the city is a very safe place to live, is as follows. There are no high-ranked hazards. Wildfire, severe storms, drought, and severe weather are the higher-ranked hazards in the medium category, and then of course there are these listed for the low hazards. We have 3 projects which have been carried over from the 2009 plan, one of which I'm not sure on the status on, which is expanding the Eden Fire Station. I don't know if that has been completed or not. Would like to have some feedback from you on that. I'm not able to determine and nor been able to get a call back from the fire chief. So we have this project of identify evacuation shelters and equip them with emergency generators, which is a project that is being worked with the county emergency management coordinator, Clint Blackwood, and then update of the existing stormwater system, which is to collect stormwater and take it away from the city area, which is again a carryover from 2009. The Jerome County Multi-Jurisdiction All-Hazard Mitigation Plan has been placed on the Jerome County Office of Emergency Management's website. We encourage you to go there as we update that plan. We are currently just doing our final proofing of that plan, and there will be an update in the next few days. Go to the Office of Emergency Management's page under Departments in the county website. Go down to the bottom of that, click on Links, and at the bottom of the Links page is a link which is titled Jerome AHMP Update, and you will be able to see the latest draft of that plan. We welcome your review and comments. So we have provided you this video through the city clerk. We request that the city clerk keep a list of those that have viewed the video and return that to us in the time frame that we have specified. If there are any comments from anyone who views this video on the risk ranking for the City of Eden, we'd encourage you to give us that feedback. We would ask for comments on the mitigation projects, and of course we're always pleased to add additional projects. Would have you review the ranking on those projects as we have them all currently at a medium priority. Once the plan has been approved, we plan on sending that plan back to you to be adopted. The review process will take us a couple of months, and when that's done, we will send that to you. Thank you for your time in viewing.